Them Goffs is well tasty in a fight. Seriously?
So another day passes and brings with it yet more Orktober goodness. Hey guys, welcome to this quick Orktober update video with me, 6+ Stevo. So let's get right into it. Warhammer community site today has revealed yet more news regarding Codex Orks, and today they are focusing on the Goff clan. But before we get into that, they also revealed that alongside the Codex we will get our chance to buy these Ork Data cards. Now, data cards are really cool in my opinion. I like them. They're not necessary at all. You don't need these because you can just use the stratagems and things out of the book, but I do prefer having them on cards. It just makes it easier in game, and it's handier and easier and better in my opinion. So I will probably be picking these up. But anyway, that is far from the most exciting news in this article. Let's get into the Goff clan themselves and the clan culture. Yep, they're not called clan traits as we've all been calling them up till now. They're called clan cultures. And let's have a look at it. It's called Goffs No Mucking About. And it reads thus. Goff orcs are the biggest, meanest and most ferocious of their kind. They put little stock in cunning or strategy, preferring instead to simply surge across the battlefield in a roaring green tide. Once they get stuck into hand-to-hand combat, the Goffs quickly overwhelm their enemies by dint of sheer violent ferocity. Each time you roll an unmodified hit roll of 6 for an attack with a melee weapon made by a model with this culture, immediately make an additional hit roll against the same target using the same weapon. These additional hit rolls cannot themselves generate any further hit rolls. So it's basically very similar to the Daka rule, but instead of shooting, this is in close combat. And actually this is a lot better than the Daka rule, because those 6s generating extra hits for shooting is great, but those extra shots are only going to be hitting on 5s and 6s themselves. In combat, you're going to be hitting on 3s. If there's a war banner nearby, you're going to be hitting on 2s. You're going to get a ton of hits out of Goff boys in combat. A full unit of 30 Goff boys, all armed with sluggers and choppers, getting extra hits for every 6 they roll is it's absolutely savage, absolutely brutal. And yeah, I'm just stunned really, and it's great to see the leaks and everything that I talked about a few weeks back, or possibly over a month ago now, quite a while ago anyway, being confirmed now. And I remember actually in that video when I talked about the leaks for the different clan traits, as I was calling them then, I got called out by a few people on that. There was a few comments in the comment section just simply saying fake, claiming that these were definitely not true, that they were complete bullshit, that I was basically full of shit. Well, guys, turns out I wasn't. Turns out those leaks were true, so I'll look forward to your apologies in the comment section of this video. But anyway, moving on. I'm not going to feel too smug. It doesn't stop there with this clan culture, because as I spoke about recently in my Orktober live video, Goffs are also getting a really awesome stratagem that is just astounding. Scarboy stratagem. For 1 command point, you can upgrade a unit of Goff boys into a unit of Scar boys. And what this stratagem does is increase their strength from 4 to 5. That can't be overstated how brutal and effective a jump from strength 4 to strength 5 can be. That is devastating. So most targets, like Space Marines for example, you're going to be wounding them on a 3+. So you're going to be hitting them on 3+. You're going to be generating extra hits from those 6s, and then those extra 6s are going to be hitting them on a 3+. Then all those hits are going to be wounding them on a 3+. There is very little that is going to stand up to a unit of Goff Scar Boys in the game. A full unit of 30 of them with a war banner nearby, forget about it. Whatever they touch is going to be dead, and it's beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful, and it's as it should be with Goffs. Goffs are by far the most brutal, and as it says in the article, the most orky of orcs. And yeah, just wow, for one command point, that is a bargain. And you can use multiples of these. So before the game begins, if you have 3, 4, 5 units of boys, you can spend a command point on each one and turn them all into Scar Boys, and then you can mob them up. So you could have a unit of 40 Scar Boys, all at strength 5, with exploding 6s. That's terrifying for your opponents, and it's just beautifully, brutally awesome, and I love it. And any players out there who have a Goff clan or play horde armies of boys, this is going to be the culture that you're going to want to use, because it's just wow, just amazing. Then it goes on even further to give us some more stuff. It talks about a new stratagem called Teleporter for 2 command points. Use this stratagem during deployment. You can set up an Ork unit from your army with a power rating of 20 or less on a teleporter pad instead of placing it on the battlefield. Units on a teleporter pad teleport down at the end of any of your movement phases. Set them up anywhere on the battlefield that is more than 9 inches from an enemy models. If you use this stratagem on a transport, all units embarked inside it remain so when it is set up on a teleporter. For 2 command points, you can deep strike a Gorkanaut, because this doesn't say infantry only. It actually specifically states that you can teleport transports it. It just says anything, any Ork units, anything with the Ork keyword, as long as it's 20 points or less in terms of power level. It states in the article that you can teleport 10 MegaNobz down right in the enemy's face on any turn. That again, that cannot be underestimated, just how brutal that is, and how that will destroy your opponent's tactics and strategy at any point in the game. That opens up so many possibilities, and that is going to be a stratagem that is definitely going to be used. I mean, we thought the jump was good, but that was just infantry. This can teleport anything as long as it's within that power level. Oh, teleporter pads. Oh heck yeah! It looks like Nazdrek's doing his job again, at least behind the scenes anyway. And the article doesn't stop there. It has yet more good news. It talks about MegaNobz having a large decrease in points. So MegaNobz are going to be far more competitive now, as well as being gorgeous models and fun to play. They're now going to be highly competitive, because it does sort of state in the article that they are having quite a severe drop in points. So that's music to our ears. Cheaper MegaNobz is great. And also it talks in the article about the Here We Go special rule. So we all know now that the Here We Go special rule is re-rolling failed charges, and it's fantastic. But in the very early days of 8th edition, a lot of us players were choosing to just re-roll one of our charge dice if we failed a charge, and that later got cleared up in an errata or an FAQ or something that said no, you must roll both dice when charging, or none. So if you rolled a 1 and a 6, you had to roll both, not just the 1. Well, now it's reverting back. You can just roll one of the dice So if you roll a 1 and a 6 for your charge, you can just re-roll the 1. And take it from me, who was playing the rule like that in my first couple of games of 8th edition, I can testify to just how effective that is. It was incredibly rare that I ever failed a charge, because being able to re-roll both dice or just one of the dice it increases your chances of a successful charge massively. Guys, I know there's been a lot of negativity surrounding Orktober, but as far as I'm concerned, everything is forgiven, and anyone sort of saying that it's been a bit disappointing and stuff, I think, although it's been disappointing how late this news has come, the news that's coming out is so far from disappointing, and this is just the tip of the iceberg, because they've just covered Goffs today. They've stated that tomorrow we're going to get news on snake bites, and that each day after that we will get the news on all the other clans, and I'm sure each article is going to bring with it a host of awesome news, just like today has. Guys, it is getting so exciting now. I will be bringing videos out as and when all the news drops and sharing it with you guys, and we can get chatting about it in the comments section, as we all love to do. So please guys, share your comments down below. Let me know what you think. Are you going to be starting up a Goff horde? Are you going to be getting some Scarboys and converting some Scarboys as well? Because this is going to make some great modelling opportunities. Get yourself some savage Aurochs from Age of Sigmar and other bits, and start converting up your Scarboys to make them sort of stand out and give them really good, savage, brutal Goth feel to them. That's going to be great seeing some of them on the tabletop. But I could go on and on, guys, but I'm going to try and keep this video short. It's already running over, well over the 10 minutes I intended it to be. There's just so much to talk about and discuss. But anyway guys, yeah, please share your thoughts below, give the video a like, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and I will see you tomorrow for news on snake bites. This is 6+ Stevo, signing out.